3, 2, 1. Let's jam. Starting off with DS today. After good luck. Figured I want to end on the better version. It'll agitate me less, we'll end on a higher note. I'll, of course, take a break. In between them, probably like 5-10 minutes, have a small snack, fill up my water bottle. If I even need to, because I keep forgetting to drink from the water bottle, or I guess it's more that I don't have too many opportunities like I would, say, in Killer 7. Therefore, drink from it now. Plus, I need to, set up the PS2 stuff, which doesn't take that long, but it's still something. He named it Gigs. I was reading through the English translation of the guidebook, and there's so many good details that never come up, or you never really need. Some of it which I couldn't recall, some of it which it was in my brain, but couldn't recall. Lost my memories. Like the highway the highway to enter and leave the island is called the Lost and Past Highway. What one is the Lost Highway, the other's the Past Highway. It's so good. And apparently, like, they were made by, like, I think, what was it? A local company tried to build it, but they couldn't finish. So a 24 wards company had to do it. It's like, immediately my brain just starts going so many places by that. And I think the architect, I think of the either the hotel itself or something. It escapes me, but his name has like Ishizaka. Like, the last name has that. Like, oh, it's all connected. Yeah. If only. I think that ship has sailed, unfortunately. Yeah, I'd have to double check. I remember I was glancing through it, but yeah, they're the thing is like, oh, well, the Lost Past Highway, like that I may have known at one point, but creator, the architect may have been, with Ishizaka in his name, or Ishi in his name. I was gonna say, it's like, could one, in theory, the power of Wii U homebrew, play this game on their Wii U? That's what oh. Interesting. Oh, gotta remember. So last run, which admittedly was like it's only one run, so not like in my bones, but keep needing to use the mouse because it's slightly faster. I'm just not used to it, and since this whole possibly be my last DS run for a while, I guess it's not that big a deal. It's better than Tetsugoro. Okay, looking at my notes, making sure I get this right. Hey, So fun fact, if you didn't know this, but every single runner of Flower Sun and Rain has the same birthday. 11/11. What a coincidence. It's funny how that works out. I'm sure future runners might have the same birthday too. It's funny how that works out. It's camera. Okay, once again, we're just intensely looking at my notes to make sure I'm in the zone. Yes, that's the joke. Because it's the fastest and most reliable. Any other name would be slower. Or any other birthday would be slower. It's the only one that works with a minimum amount of inputs. Okay, there we go. I used the mouse properly this time. Edo McAllister. How would one actually pronounce that? I hear some people say Edo McAllister, but I always thought it was Edo. And especially because he says, you know, Edward. Oh, you mean you? He says Edo, and then oh, you mean Edward? Like so the pronunciation, but I don't know how his name would be said. Say it right, us. I got something right. Harmonia. Same. Well, mostly just Pi. A few others. But... a lot of people doing those nowadays. Mainly because of Pi. He's a reasonably big streamer. Yep. Always be Edo. And it's like Ed, and Eddie. Ed, Eddie, and Edo. And now I want an image of that. Someone make that happen. I feel like I'm playing better, but that's not saying much because I'm not even like at the hard parts of the run. Not that there technically are that many hard parts, but I don't know. Maybe I'm more awake today than I was before, which is weird since I got home really late. And woke up just slightly groggier, but it's whatever. Do you though? Do you? The Lost Pass. And missing silver case sound effect. I wonder if they gave him the further back one just so they could sell the fact that they have to walk more for the conversation. Make it more pragmatic that way. And the door doesn't open. You don't get that on the DS version. And I split slightly differently between versions, so technically the split is a little later than I would on PS2. Because the door doesn't open. I split on PS2 when the door opens. Here I split when it fades most of the white, all the white. Hey, but I saved time. See, I'm playing better. Also, another thing I think, sort of a choice in doing the DS version first, is that most people would probably want to see the PS2 version anyway, and people tend to, you know, viewer count tends to increase as the later I stream, so. There we go. You know, of the different themes, of the changed themes in the DS version, I think I like this one more than the opening theme. The DS opening theme. I think it's just a better composed track, and it fits better. Hit him. I still think that this is probably like an actual music video, besides, you know, the character intros, I guess. I still think like this could easily be like something that plays on Sumio's TV. Like it just what loops on, like, you know, the hotel TV station. Yeah. But even with the yeah, like I was gonna say, especially on PS2, but even with the low quality, I mean, the music's good, it's a very good one. Yeah, with like the crunchy DS-ness, but it's a better watch on PS2. I was like, yeah, sure, you get a break, like 10 minutes in the run. Why not? Hey, but hey, we'll get to see that later. You're not gonna say, but Edo, it saved automatically, you liar. I mean, there's some, you know, there's something to be said about just good. Especially the DS version of the camera does some weird things. And his eyes never match his expression. Yeah, I wish you could do the Resident Evil remake thing, where if you hold the A button, it just lets you automatically enter, but no. You actually have to press the button. And the trigger shows up. And this space, it seems sealed in some way. Hey, Sue. Hey, Sister Phantom. I think I was looking through the Our Manufacture book, and I think they call her Phantom's sister in that book, based on how they translated, I guess, as opposed to Sister Phantom. I think. Something fuzzy on that. Names are slightly different, but that's just a given. Sisters fled. I have my own powers, right? Same, really. Listen, I was once in a room, a chair, as well, and there was a statue of a turtle. There's a base there, it all made sense, somehow. Okay, gotta get ready. Use my mouse. If I ever got the actual guidebook myself, that would be something that I'd get a glass case, put that lock and key, put motion sensors around it. Have it insured. You want like something treasured, passed down for generations. They're pretty, as far as I recall, they're pretty expensive. They're pretty rare. Don't think they issue too many of those. Pretty sure. I haven't checked in a while. Okay, mouse. Gotta get in the zone with the mouse. Bottom right. No, they didn't. If they did, well then, maybe they did, and maybe I'm wrong. But I do not think that. I think they're pretty rare. Okay, it's a long one. Oh, nope. good, see? Oh, nice. Is there even one? Or I have time, I'm just mashing, so. Check. The Lost Pass on... Probably not on eBay, what? I'm going to buy the Lost Pass. Guidebook by... Enemy Killer 7 tends to be a little pricey, but I've seen listening to it. I say I can't really do a quick search with here. What is... Why are you showing me... Google search sometimes. Okay, well, found an article that says love/hate. How Lost Past Island rekindled my schoolgirl crush on Suda51. But when Google showed me that before I clicked on it, it was how Lost Past Island rekindled my schoolgirl crush on, and it didn't finish the sentence, which made it seem more weird and surreal than I thought this article was gonna be. Anyway. And we're saving time. Seriously, can I go from Dubai? The Lost Pass. Can't quite search that from here. Nah, I can't quite search from. Yeah, that thing is rare. That was slightly awkward moving, but at least the trigger is right there. Hey, Sundance. I bet this guy is evil. Well, Toriko confirmed it. That man is indeed evil. Maybe he has this power. Maybe it's criminal. Who knows? And trip. I still find it interesting that, well, of course, we know that he's French. We've all played this game, but Sumio doesn't realize he's French until Edo tells him, oh, he's French. So are we to assume that either, what, Sumio does not recognize a French accent, that Stefan does not speak with an accent, or that, for very big spoilery reasons, Sumio can't actually hear the accent, which I like that theory better. Which, granted, he can use a phone, so, man. Games are slightly inconsistent about that anyway. Relives over the... He's that good. I do find it fascinating that they actually start off with, that sealed space request, as opposed to, say, something like this, which is a bit more mundane. That, like, they start you off with your room being possessed by a ghost. It's a very surreal beginning. It really gets you off guard. I think it's a very, very interesting choice. And at the risk of comparing everything to Miike, I don't know, it reminds me of that, of like how Miike will really mess with your perceptions and have these very, like, just moments where you're really not sure what's going on. Like very surreal moments that like you sort of questioning reality. And Request 01 kind of reminds me of that. It's a weird swerve that nonetheless makes an impact and works very well. Like, I think of, like, Gozu does that a lot. There are moments in Gozu where, like, my brain is just not sure how to comprehend this stuff, but in the best way possible. Anyway. Because then we're playing Flower Sun Rainer. This is No More Heroes 3. We're not talking about Miike. Not having a podcast with our best friend. Also, hey, Yayoi, how are you? Hero's physics on the PS2 version, not so much here though, obviously. Good ringtone. Dang, anyway, harsh. Harsh but fair. Nice slowdown. See, my ringtone is still Rave On from Killer 7, because of course it is. Fortunately, it's something that... It's an iconic song, or an iconic piece of music from Killer 7, but it doesn't play that much, which means my brain does not get completely thrown off when it shows up when I play the game itself. I've shared this story many times, but like many nerds, I had the codec sound effect from Metal Gear Solid as my ringtone for a bit, which made it extraordinarily annoying when actually playing a Metal Gear Solid game, so I had to change it. Many years ago. But Rave On, we're safe with that. Talk to Yayoi again. Oh, clever. I have this snippet of the Snake Eater theme. Nice movement. As my text notification. Gets you when watching a Kami run? Yeah. Yeah, that's why I showed. Yep, the Snake Eater thing was exactly... One, so I could hear it from other rooms. Back when I was living back home. My phone was not on me. Loud enough. And also, it wouldn't throw me off. Thought about changing it maybe to like the No More Heroes, or the, well, not really No More Heroes sound effect, it's for another game, but you know, the charge sound effect. Like the classic, like the puzzle solve sound effect in this. It's like, nah, you know, that's fine. And that might throw me off. Thought about changing my ringtone again. I'm going to the Miike. To the ringtone from the One Missed Call series. Whoa, whoa, movement. Whoa, camera. Whoa, just a lot of things happen there in that 5 seconds. Not sure how much time there is to save on this chapter. I expect not to really lose or not really gain that much time. I expect to lose time, if anything. Okay, mouse. 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 Oh, that felt a little slower than I wanted. That felt good. Yeah, you see, if I had this as my text sound effect, it probably would just throw me off too much. You gotta be careful with what you choose for your text and ringtones, really. Because this sound effect, depending on the game, plays way too often. And so it would throw me off too much if it was my ringtone. Or text notification. Gosh, can't believe this French guy. Ooh, are we saving time? We're saving a bit of time. See, I'm playing well, I knew it. Tightening up my gameplay. Ever so slightly. There's still time to save. I wonder if I keep this up, which not guaranteed. If I get maybe 142.30s? Maybe sub 142.30? That'd be nice. Ms. Kusabi. The neurons of every Suda 51 fan. Everybody who plays Silvercase suddenly start firing. Because the Silvercase actually does mention that Kusabi has a daughter, but they don't name her. But it just says, oh, Kusabi doesn't want to, you know, tries his best to not upset his daughter, or something like that, like, a bit more of a tongue-in-cheek sort of comment. But maybe not so derisively like what the phrase I just said, but yeah, like, you know, wants to, you know, wants to understand his daughter or something like that, but they don't mention her by name, they just say Kusabi has a daughter. And then I think that's the only reference in his character profile. The Pre-Lunatics prequel comic does have a picture of Toriko and Chris. I think, what is it? Is it like a keychain of Chris? It might be, but there is a picture, although I don't think there's a name to it. I can't quite recall. But then not everybody has read that prequel comic anyway, which they should. I mean, it's small, but it's very nice. Does set up a bunch of things quite nicely. Hey, Al. Okay. I messed this up before. We talk to Edo, and then we go into the room. He's completely focused. May have getting kicked in the face, huh? Aiken Vale, welcome. Indeed. Apparently that's what's said in the original Japanese. They actually do call him equivalent of the. Which it doesn't come up that often, but still, it's funny regardless. And alas, we cannot hear. I complain every time, I'm going to complain again. We don't get to hear this lovely arrangement of the main theme from Dvorak's From the New World. Honestly, top 5 arrangements in this game soundtrack to me. Oh, nice movement. Classy Yayoi is not here. Ah, movement. Oh, there. Oh, granted, the movement here is a little rough, just because it's the bigger environment and the camera does weird things on DS. Yeah, it's not the first game to do that. TSA is actually can be pretty bad about that too. Like I think that TSA has a very good soundtrack, a great soundtrack even, but it didn't grow. It had to grow on me before I really appreciated it, and that's when I realized, like, wait, there are like like a dozen tracks that simply like, especially boss tracks that simply just need time to breathe, and depending on what difficulty you're playing on your first playthrough, they don't get that time to breathe. Like Smoking King's track is one of the best in the game, but You don't get into the killer sax solo until like 5 minutes in. Okay, and we have to hit the door. Yep, cold rice intensifies. Hello, Young, how goes it? Indeed, Killer Saxon. Cheatment, yep. Okay, mouse control, mouse control. Hey. Yar har har. Just like a real pirate. Even Killer 7 has a few tracks that don't really get time to breathe. When you kill the ceramic smile, for instance, and you get Dan's demon gun, the track there, Reloaded, is actually very good. It's like a 2-minute track, but most people would just take the gun and leave. That's just how it works out sometimes. Oh, whoa, movement. Yeah, see, I think that's entirely intentional, though. I think that's just part of the joke. That's a case where cutting a track off is entirely part of the joke, because it's literally 7 minutes long. Like, at least 5 to 7 minutes long, which makes it funny. That's the joke. That's a case where it's less they didn't take advantage of it, it's more of that they're having their fun with you. Okay, do not hit the wrong trigger. His trigger's kind of weird. Yeah, see, it's a little weird. L must have experienced it for himself. Again. The must have experienced it for themselves. Mouse control. Mouse control. Mouse control. There we go. Oh. Dude, too twitchy there. And everyone at least hangs out in Vinculum Gate. More than once. Just to stay there, climb the stairs along to the music. Even when comforting us, he never stopped squatting. That's dedication to his craft. Hey, Neuro. Indeed. Do you think? Do you think if he stops squatting, he'll explode or something? Like instead of a bus that'll explode if it goes below a certain speed, if he stops moving, if he stops squatting, I'll crash will explode. Oh, I think we're gonna save a good amount of time here. Oh, yeah. It's like my look's changed. That's what you get. A lot of this is just tightening up movement, tightening up puzzles. Most of it is, you know, mashing. A lot of matching text. You really gotta tighten up your movement. There's still work to be done. Like, you'd think a game like the speedrunners, I guess, what, fairly low impact? I'm not sure that's the right phrasing. But like, it's not based on timing, not based on necessarily strats. It's hitting the right triggers in the right order, but you have to do so cleanly. It's an easy run to do, but if you want to get some time save, it's not necessarily free. It'd be nice if I got a PB in both. I mean, if I didn't get a PB in this, I mean, I could still lose this time. But if I got a PB in this and the PS2 version, I think, you know, we'll end the Flawless Underrange shenanigans with a bang, but I do want to get back to Killer 7, so yep, today is essentially the finale. Unless Weedeater beats my DS time, in which case, well, I guess I have to come back and beat it. Maybe immediately, maybe not. Obviously, I'll stream this game eventually. Again after this, but yeah, I just don't want to get too far away from Killer 7. Every time, like, last few years, whenever I got back into Killer 7, I ended up getting distracted by something else. When I meant to focus on Killer 7, I spent a year on No More Heroes 1, almost exclusively, which is fine. But after that, I wanted to move on to Killer 7, but then I just ended up coming back to No More Heroes for some reason. One reason or another. So yeah, I want to keep the groove going with Killer 7, so... But that being said, you know, you need a vacation sometimes, so what better than Flower, Sun, and Rain? The best vacation ever. There's no murder and mystery in this paradise, right? You really need to work on your people skills. Same. There are numerous ways to kill a vampire. Oh, alright. It's a joke. Our mutual friend, the Frenchman. Can I order a 51 here? I mean, I don't drink alcohol, but if I did, could I order a 51? We use friend in a very loose phrasing here. Okay, mouse control, mouse control. Bottom right, bottom right. Oh, sweet. Oh, that was good. Yeah, got this. What happened? Because I am using the touchscreen. I'm using my mouse. My first few runs, I did gamepad for everything, but I had the idea to use it. It's thinking, huh, that's probably faster than Weedeater confirmed it. So it's like, yeah, it's faster. Yeah, but indeed, the DS feeling intensifies. So you can't see my mouse on my layout because I don't want it on my layout. But yeah, I'm using my mouse on that. Yeah, you can of course play the whole game without using the touchscreen at all. Obviously, the game was originally designed to not use the touchscreen, so. But in moments like this, it is useful. Okay, so let me get the order right. So I talk to Locke, then Stefan, then Locke. As opposed to Stefan, Locke, Stefan. She wants to August. Well, I want a hero, how about that? We can always get what we want. Digital games require flags, too. Keep getting caught. Something so secret that he doesn't know what it is, but it's also in the guidebook that every yes gets. Bottom right. Bottom right. Oh. Gotta make sure you're fast on these, obviously, but not too twitchy. Stop calling me master. Almost like it was made for us, or something. Infected with a virus. Dang. The earthquake virus. Don't you mean the rage earth virus? Everything of that? Being a searcher apparently means you have lots of different qualifications. You can be a bartender. You can fix computers. Listen, he's a searcher and it's time to search house, and apparently that means a bunch of other things. Up, immediate right. Thank goodness I wrote that in my notes. True, you're searching for the truth. But can you find out why kids love Cinnamon Toast Crunch? Ah yes, earthquake and cocktails. It's all connected. I like to think that Mr. Pirates is based off a real... Well, he actually is based off a real guy, for all we know. I was gonna joke about it, but... He might be a caricature of, like, a real wrestler or something. Okay, mouse control. Mouse control. Hey. That was good. That was real good. Noki parody? Alright, I'll take your word for it. Of all the axes of Suda's work, wrestling is one that I just have nothing on. Just not in that sphere at all. Like, just not in my head. Oh, that's a wrestling thing and moving. Just, yep, that's definitely wrestling. And yeah. At least with the Miike stuff, I'm starting to understand. But the wrestling stuff, it's like, nope, over my head. But yes, thank you for confirming. Oh, she's an angel. Right. We don't have to clip her wings, though. With an anti-tank rifle. Hey, have you met Bayonetta? If you're an angel, have you met her? Tell her I said hi. But I still need to play her game. And we're saving time! I've just been focusing on every single puzzle, in case you haven't noticed. I'm just focusing on every single puzzle to make sure I get the mouse controller right. Oh yeah, she does. It's one of my favorites. Probably my favorite ending of a chapter. As far as how they end it. How the plane explodes. The point where this one is disappointing in comparison. I remember Weedeater because he did his first playthrough on stream. And he thought he knew what was gonna happen, and then he was like just genuinely like shocked, jaw dropped. Okay, I can sip from my water bottle, not during most conversation. Well, if I try, but generally when they do, you know, the opening warning thing when I start a chapter. These heaven smiles. Soccer one's good, classic one. And it's an early one too, so this up things nicely. This one is boring though. This chapter has a boring plane explosion, which is a sentence that probably would not be a good sentence in any other context. A boring plane explosion. Time here is warped. Oh, I did that before. At least our conversation's short. Have it. I should put that in my notes. Careful about Maddie. Or, about Sue. Oh wait, do I have that backwards? No, I don't think I have that backwards. We'll never know. World may never know. And we get to hear Bolero again for the first time in like 50 minutes. Walk across the whole... Imagine walking across this whole island, am I right? Who would even do that? Ooh, nice movement. And of course, we're playing Joplin's the Entertainer for the entertainers. Especially in light of No More Heroes 3 and how he, like, Suda pretty blatant about the Rocky references. It's actually pretty funny to see these, like, the Rocky references in Flower, Sun, and Rain. It's like, oh, yeah, that's all connected, yet again. In fact, I'm big fans of the Balboa brothers. I'm more of a jazzy guy. Okay, I will click on that later, because I can't do that now. But thank you. It's Hanayama. Alright, get to talk to Yayoi. She might be getting away from... She might tend to be getting away from her deep and twisted actions, but... Hey, we all love Yayoi, don't we? Besides her being probably deeply evil. Ignore that. If Sumio has fallen in love with what? Like, Sumio Godai has fallen in love with, like, evil women. What, how many times? Like, probably every other week, so... This is just all par for the core. Oh, that's just... Sumio has a type, apparently. I still find it so funny, and like, on the Silver Case website, there are various cases that either happened before or after the games. And one of them is like, Sumio falls in love with the female killer. It's like, dude, this happened right before the Silver Case. Meaning in the span of what, like, at best, maybe months. You fell in love with your target again. Nothing else he is consistent. Yeah, it's incredible. It's still my most... Me posting her character art is still my most popular tweet. By far. It's like over 350 likes. But at least it was something interesting and not... I don't know. I put a dumb Twitter joke, but at least it was relevant. At least it showed off something. So when are we gonna get the hyena shot case? That's the one I want to see. Susan mentioned it by name during a Reddit AMA. Indeed we do. Oh. Admittedly, this movement's kind of weird because you never have to go to that side of the lobby anyway, so kind of weird. Oh, my notes are backwards. Yeah, I was thinking, like, wait a minute. Kept mixing up their name for some reason here, even though they're distinct characters. Like, wait a minute. Sue, and yet my notes say Maddie. Knew something went wrong. I'll fix that right now, in fact. Or maybe when I have a chance. They need to save something for the 26th award, clearly. Yellow left, second to bottom. They're saying it's not ringing a bell, though I've probably seen it. Don't have much luck with the ladies, harsh. Considering how much running around there is, I think this is one of the longer chapters of the first half. I think the shortest chapter is the one we don't actually do. Or at least it's one of the top 3 shortest. It's the one in the church, because you don't need to walk around multiple characters. You just leave the premises, and then there are only 2 characters there to talk to. Okay. Mouse controls. Mouse controls. You're not my bro, I know, harsh. Mouse control, mouse control. Hey, nice. And everyone's favorite number. Okay, I can edit my notes here. One spot I wanted to. Sorry, just editing my notes, being a little quiet. It's very boring. It's just zoom in on the window and then. I gotta edit my notes now because I'm doing a run after this, remember? Okay, no worries. I got about 30 minutes left, and wow, I just realized I'm actually a full minute ahead now. See, for many years, I did not take notes, which, of course, ended up causing issues when I wanted to redo a run and then had nothing to base anything off of except just the run itself, which is fine, I guess, but when you have written things down, it's easier to refer to in case you don't want to watch a full run. I'm trying to get better about that, so that's why when I have the chance to update my notes, I will do it mid-run if I can. Well, number 1 is Maria jumping and flying into it. I like the PDA one, actually. In this one, you see the reflection of the PDA? I like to think it might be what the wallpaper. Also, that was my initial reaction when I first played it. It's like, oh, this is actually in the PDA? It's like, oh wait, it's the reflection, but I like my idea better. Something strange is going on here. Do you think? again, gonna be that guy, and again, make the reference to Miike, but you have these a bit more, well, relatively down-to-earth sort of requests. You know, you're helping performers identify themselves. Which is silly, but it's not quite like an angel who literally flies the plane. Those surreal moments that really make you question reality. Like, really leave you floating there and wondering what's happening. Okay, so we talked to Edo here. Then we get to meet some French guy. And who doesn't like Girl Scout cookies, though? They're a crowd pleaser from what I remember. And apparently being a searcher pays well if you can afford all that. Now, maybe he loaned 50,000 yen from somebody, I don't know. For a second, I thought it was going to come out the other door, just based on how PS2 does it. Okay, here's where I can just mash with one hand, and then best I can while pick my phone. What have you done to Yayoi? Listen, she might be evil, but does she deserve this? I don't know. I'm not gonna answer that. Do that. We'll leave that up in the air. How does he know she picked wrong? Is his eyesight that good? Sudden death. So you like to play games? Let's play a game. Sudden death. Does have good. Oh, it's all connected. Suddenly, it all makes sense. Okay, don't talk to Edo. Made this mistake before, but you can't actually talk. My notes are in all caps. Do not/cannot talk to Edo. Yeah, we have to see Yayoi. We have to be by her side. Okay, we're gonna hit the 1,000 steps trigger in a second. Oh. Okay. Hey, Yayoi. This is advanced sleep. And yep, there we go. Time for you to rest, Yayoi. You set all this up. You see, we're searchers, so we actually can find room 404. Room, in fact, can be found. Hey, Aoi. We can't see your skirt design, but we all know it is. And it's incredible. And we walk towards the door. Let me trigger a flag for you. I'm just saying that in real life. Listen, I'm gonna trigger a flag for you. Watch out for Edo, he's a cunning one. Alright, well, if you say so. Listen, Edo seems trustworthy. He doesn't look like a terrorist. Okay. Mouse control. Mouse control. This is the long one. You know, this might be the longest. I'm trying to think of one that's longer. Okay, here. Mash. Yeah, just the kind of telemanager. I mean, his eyes never express the never express the true expression, but still. Sure, that's just how he is. Hey, Aoi, what are you dreaming about? Oh, you're dreaming about me. Alright, I'll be flattered. That might not be a good thing. When were you a child? Listen, don't ask these hard questions like, was I a child? Too much to ask from someone like Sumio. I don't know, apparently this is how things work in paradise. You can hang on the roof, you might get poisoned by an eccentric Frenchman. Just how it is sometimes. See, this one's good, even on the... watching a screen within a screen. Okay, yeah, we're gonna PB. This will be a very good run by the end of it. I don't think I'll lose a minute 14. Hey, Chris. Hello, beautiful maiden. No one knows what you're talking about, dude. Yeah, sauce. Yeah. Who says that? That I didn't point out today, but it's what's one phrase I was like, oh, who says that? So why is he playing at? It passed the time. You just were lied to and thought a woman was about to die. I guess it's a way to pass the time. Yeah, that's one way to handle it. One way to compartmentalize things. Okay. Yep, so last 4 requests. Guess so. Like how he didn't even express concern about Yayoi when reflecting. But yeah, just Stefan, what's he playing at? Don't back down now, thank you, Adam. Awkward movement. And then once again do it through the same action, 3 different angles. The game likes this trick, and it works well. Oh, actually talk to him. Adult is a minimum. Terrorist on this island? It's just a minor thing. It's all about perspective. Game business is tough. Oh, Mr. Kai's boy, oh. Wonder who Mr. Kai could be. He's probably another guy on vacation. Probably nobody important. They're at least nice enough in this chapter to basically have you talk to characters and as you ascend. At least the first few. So I don't necessarily need to go, I don't need to go to 3, then 2, or 4, then 2, then 3. It's you go to 2, then 3, then we get kicked by a wrestler, which puts us on the roof. Talk to the next guy. She's probably hanging out. For all we know, she's on some screen on the silver case. But just off screen, we don't see her. Doing whatever that she does. Ah. The assault of the pheromones. Okay. I gotta comment on that. We go to 204, not 402. I made that mistake. We go to 402 later. Our room. Easy to look ahead in my notes. Or to flip them. Well, we get to see Yayoi in her room. I still don't get why they changed. Because her room, it's the same room number in both versions, but for some reason, on PS2, it's the closest one there, like, on this side. But here, on DS, it's the further one. I don't get why they did that. Why do they want you to walk more? He's a devil, a demon. That's not met demons. Come to our room, then you're gonna leave. Am toying with us. Well, I see how it is. Alright, well, keep being you, Yayoi, minus the evil stuff. This is, like, what? The only request where they play the same track of music for the entire thing? I guess it fits the more comedic nature of it. Not a bad track. This sound effect plays in the silver case, right? I swear it does. I've been racking my brain thinking, it's in the silver case, but where? I thought it did, I could be wrong. Spectrum. Yeah, it had to be. I was thinking, oh, is it like in Decoy Man with the kids? No. Oh, well. At least I'm validated, so thank you. Like, I knew it had to be something. Somewhere in the silver case. Only two places it could have been. Just one more thing. Oh, he said the wrong question. Let's call the plane. Hey, you can't just do that. Well, I just did. Oh yeah, we are gonna get a good time. Have these been all gold splits? Yeah, these all have been gold. Nice. Yeah, that makes sense. We'll see if I gold this one, not that it matters too much. Not much to do but run. And even though I'm done with this run, I'm still not done streaming. I'm going to take a break after this run. But I'm going to do... I'm going to do a PS2 run after this, after a small break. Maybe 10 minutes, maybe 15. Probably closer to 10. But one I need to set up a stream layout and whatnot. And move a bunch of things on my monitors here. I'll just need to, you know, stretch a bit. Get a little more water. Maybe a small snack, so yeah. So once I finish this run, yeah, stay tuned. And jump right back into it with the better version of the game. Yeah, well, Toriko is one step ahead of everyone. He's that good. It's appropriate that her theme is Someone to Watch Over Me by Gershwin. Watching over Sumio, she's on top of everything. Okay, all we need to do is leave the premises, escape from the gate. Can't even remember his name. Okay, shave off every single second I can here. Versus breakfast? Dang. Alright. And with that, see you later, Edo. See you on another system. Ooh, camera. Okay. About hit time. There you go. Over a minute 20 seconds save. Last DS run for a long while, unless the time is beaten. Wow, dang. Sub 141.30. Really good. Did not expect to bring it down that much. Last run I did was not great, but I was a bit rusty on the DS version. I'd done PS2 runs before that, but yes, thank you. The GG's. Gonna move on to PS2 for today. Yeah, this run, very nice, very happy. All good.